everybody? It's your boy Razor Ramon the Barber, and I'm back with another fragrance review. Yeah, man, I'm back with another fragrance review. And this is the weekly rotation. Before we hop into fragrances that I wooed this past week, I need y'all to do your boy a favor, man. Currently, at the shooting of this video, we have 540 subscribers, man. 60 away from 600. So I need you to do your boy a favor, man. I need you to like. I need you to share. I need you to comment. And I need you to subscribe. Yeah, man. I need you to do that for your boy. So when we get to 600, we're going to worry about 700. All right. I got 7 fragrances that I wooed through this past week. We're going to hop right into it. But you know how we do on the channel, man. You know how we do. Got a little Corona today, man. Cheers, Chico. It's been a long week, man. All right. We're going to hop right into it. The first fragrance is by Parfums. And it's none other than AZ SONSET. AZ SONSET. And I really like this fragrance, man. Again, I work in a controlled environment with AC, so I can get away with wearing, these denser, thick, heavier, and rich fragrances. So I'm also, testing them out, give them some wearing them before the fall and winter time get here, so I can kind of just break them in more and let them macerate a little bit more, if you will. All right. Nice atomizer. So this fragrance has a unique note at the top, and it's cigarette. So the notes in this fragrance is cigarette, cocoa, Colombian coffee, shea butter, woodsy note. But this is a nice, rich, cream, invigorating fragrance, man. The cigarette notes throw a lot of people out because they think it smell like a pack of Newports or something like that. But the cigarette is more of a smoky, a smoke type vibe, not as much as like an actual cigarette. It's more of the smokiness of the tobacco. It's hard to actually describe it, but it smells good. It don't smell like nicotine. It don't smell like a lit cigarette, but it does remind you of a tobacco smokiness. But you get that mingled with that cocoa immediately in that coffee, and it's just rich tobacco, smoothness of the shea butter with some woodsy notes on the dry down, man. This is a great fragrance, man. And this Parfums presents AZ SONSET, and the sun is SONSET. Once you look up the story and things behind this actual fragrance, man, dope story. Shout out to Parfums, man. All right, next fragrance we're gonna hop into is none other than Robert Graham Valor. And again, man, I was gourmand coffee heavy a little bit this week, man. So this is spicy, woody, sweet, fresh, fruity. Few notes, but this is an amazing fragrance, man. Brazilian coffee, amberwood, and sage, man. This is a dope fragrance. A little woody, spiciness from the sage, smoothness from the amber, and you got that sweet, man, that sweetness from that Brazilian coffee, man. Again, man, this is a dope fragrance. I know at one point in time this was discontinued, but you can still find it if you hunt for it. I found this on fragrance.ca. At the time when I typed it in, they didn't have it, but I put myself on the notification list, and I was at work one morning. This junk came through about 9:30. Man, I bought this junk so quick, and this probably was about a year ago, but I bought this junk so quick, man, so fast. This is a beautiful, nice fall time, winter time, springtime fragrance, man. It's Robert Graham Valor. All right, we're gonna hop right into the third fragrance I had on the week, and it's none other than Horse Game Polo. Player only live once, man. And this Polo, okay, it don't matter what side I put it on. Wrath Club. Now, this is not the elixir. No, not the elixir. This is not the Parfum. This is the EDP. This is the EDP, but the EDP is still good enough to get the job done. Again, I have had this fragrance for over a year, so it has time to macerate, and this fragrance is pleasant, man. This could be a daily driver. A little sweet, a little sweetness, a little woody, lavender, a little earthy. But the notes in this fragrance are lavender, sage. Middle notes are Virginia cedar, and vetiver. Not that many notes. I'm pretty sure it's way more notes in here than they listed. That's kind of the things that designers are doing now. They're giving you minimum notes, even though it's more notes in the fragrance. I know this has some form of some citrus up top. I can smell it. But this is a nice, smooth fragrance, man. And this is the EDP, but I got at least like 7 hours out of this fragrance before it became like a skin scent. Again, man, when you first get fragrances, you have to wear them. And once they sit on your shelf and macerate, they become stronger, man. Give these fragrances time. Give them time, man. Don't just judge it one time and be like, I don't like it or it's weak. A lot of times, man, when you smell a fragrance, if you don't like it at first, keep it. Because once it sit, especially if you're new to fragrances, allow your nose and your taste in fragrances to grow. I remember when I first got into fragrances, man, like 5-6 years ago, I couldn't stand oud. Now it's one of the fragrances that I love. You got to give yourself time to grow. But none other than Raf Club Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Raf Club EDP. All right. Thursday. We went from the House of Al Hermain, and there's none other of their version of Dior Tabacler, and it's Tabac. Let me see if I can get this to focus. Come on, dang, focus. There we go. Tabac. Nice honey. It's a syrupy, nice honey too, mixed with some peach. Mixed with it's honey, peach, and tobacco. Nice, smooth, rich, creamy, very dense, thick fragrance, man. Definitely a fall, winter, and springtime type fragrance, man. You're gonna smell this all day long, man. Beautiful fragrance, man. Got that. It's a natural, nice honey too. Not like a synthetic, over sweet type honey. It's a real natural, nice honey mixed with some tobacco and some peach, man. It's a dope fragrance, man. Like I said, I got at least 8 hours out of this easy. Got this from fragrance.ca. It's currently sold out, but again, man, get on the waiting list. And don't wait till fall time and winter time, man, to start buying some of these fragrances, because they're gonna be hard to find. One thing you got to know about fragrance in the frag.com, you got to buy fragrances out of season, because by the time fall come around, if you do find this, the price gonna be going up because people buying it, man. You gotta buy fragrances out of season. Put that little nugget in your bag, man. Keep that in mind. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it was Tabac by Maison Alhambra. All right, Friday, I put on none other than Club de Nuit Untold by Amaf. Can we get this to focus? There we go. Club de Nuit Amaf by Amaf Untold. And this is their version of Baccarat Rouge, 540. And this is nice, man. This is nice. Amber wood, warm, spicy, leathery, white floors, man. This not a lot of notes, but this is a sweet fragrance. Saffron, jasmine up top, some amber wood and ambergris in the middle, and fern resin, cedar, fern resin and cedar on the dry down. Again, man, this is their take of Baccarat Rouge 540, and it smells like Baccarat Rouge. It's like 85 to 90%. It smells like Baccarat 540, but it's not as thick, it's not as dense, it's not as heavy, it's not as peppery as well. But it's in the air, it smells spot on. But to the skin, it's like 85, 90%. Nevertheless, a great alternative if you don't want to drop that coin for that Baccarat Rouge 540. Hell, I haven't dropped the coin for it, even though I have smelt it several times. These clones, in my opinion, can get me by because I don't feel like to me, Baccarat Rouge is not worth me spending $300-400 on it. But now if I catch it on the steal, most definitely I'll grab it. But me, I still have to get build up my collection in certain areas, especially in the designer department. So I ain't spending that much money on Baccarat. But if you got it, hey, by all means drop it. But if you don't, to all my people that don't have it, trust me, it'll get you by. This will get you by, trust me. And that's Club Day in a Week, Untold by Moth. Their version of Baccarat Rouge 540. All right, on to Saturday. Saturday. Saturday was probably about 85, slightly breezy. It wasn't just real thick, heavy heat, but I pulled out none other than Tiffany for him. Tiffany for, see, can we get this in focus? Tiffany for him. And this is wood, fresh, spicy, aromatic with some citrus. Nice fragrance. Mandarin orange, got that spiciness of the ginger up top with that cardamom. Got some cypress and juniper in the middle. Vetiver, sequoia wood, and sandalwood on the dry down. Man, I got about 7 hours out of this fragrance. This is one of the fragrances that is meant to be worn in the high heat. It's gonna perform real well in the high heat. You're gonna get that citrus up top that's gonna carry over and blend well with the spice of that ginger. That ginger. It's gonna transition into some earthy tones with the cypress and the juniper, and it's gonna ultimately lead you to a woody, sandalwoody, creamy vetiver on the dry down, man. This is a nice, pleasant fragrance, man. It's gonna garner you compliments, especially if you if the breeze catch this thing. And this is a nice fragrance to be worn in high heat. Some fragrances just work well in the high heat, like the next fragrance that we're going to talk about, in which I woo today, and it's none other than Hugo Boss Energize. Hugo Boss Energize. All right. And this is peppery. This is aromatic, soft, spicy. This is sweet with some greens and fruitiness and woody and floral. This is a fragrance with a lot of notes, man, but it smells good. Top of the fragrance, man, is pink pepper, lemon, mixed with some sweetness of the kumquat with pineapple leaf. This is a cool vibe, a cool brisk breeze sensation from the mint with mandarin orange with some spices from the cardamom. Again, mid notes are jasmine, nutmeg, juniper, fresher, coriander, and sage. Man, I wooed it when I had this on in the car. I asked my wife could she still smell it, because these one of these fragrances that the wear, you will go nose blind to it. You will go nose blind to it, and you'll be like, I can't smell it, but this thing is pushing off your skin. And my wife was like, I like it. She was like, it's kind of sweet. It's a little peppery, but she was just like, I'm getting a cinnamon type vibe in it. I said, that's the nutmeg. The nutmeg in this fragrance she was like, that's what I'm smelling. The nutmeg in this fragrance blends well with the floral notes of that jasmine and the sage and that coriander. Dry down, you got the leather, vanilla, and tiki wood. So the leather in this is like a smooth Cadillac type leather, real calfskin, soft type feel that blends well with the vanilla, giving it a nice, pleasant, smooth, creamy dry down. But the opening of this is nice, man. You got the sweetness from that kumquat. You got the citrus booming with the pepperiness of that pink pepper mixing with the juiciness and the citrus of the mandarin orange, man. And then that nutmeg just follows through in the middle. This is a nice cheapie, man. I picked this up from Burlington about 2 weeks ago, man, for like 24 bucks. If these notes appeal to you, you know, if you need a daily driver for the summer, something for the gym, or anything like that, a nice dumb reach, man, try this out, man. I think this would work well for you. All right, man. That's my 7 fragrances I wooed through the week. I appreciate y'all for continuing to liking and sharing and subscribing to the channel, man, helping this channel grow. It's the beginning of August. Let's see, can we get to 600 before the end, man? Again, I appreciate y'all for the support. As always, until next time, instant transmission.